He's such a craftsman, an absolute craftsman. When we moved here 16 years ago, there was quite a lot of work needed to be done. And so the whole of the paved area was recreated. And then Bill came and repaired this lovely wall, which was adjacent to a field before the houses were built there, and then created flower beds all along here. And made a wonderful job of it. I mean, it goes right up here. Just the first of the many jobs he's done for us.
Yeah, well, the first thing is preparation, and that is the main thing, is the preparation, like every job, really. You've got to get the line right, and you've got to get the right type of stone in the bottom, which is obviously the biggest ones, and then build it up, what they call put a batter on it, which lies back from the bottom to the top, and after each row you've got to make sure the infill is put in and really packed down tight so that it forms a bond between the stone and the ground behind. That's the main thing. When you left school, you either down here, you either worked on a farm,
Yeah.
you worked at the clay works,
Yeah.
or you did jobs like in the quarry or things like that.
Oh, okay.
That's about all. And the closer you got a job at home, the better.
So where was your first job?
I only had to walk like 50 yards, and I was at work.
You at work. Where was it?
Well, I was in North Cornwall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so you're not from St Agnes?
Oh no.
Oh, I say.
No. I've had my passport changed. I was all right.
So you decided against going in the quarry?
Oh yeah, I always did working out on the land, looking after animals and things like that.
Okay.
So like from then on, you always did learn different things on a farm because you had to.
Yeah.
You had to do everything that was necessary. So hedging and ditching and laying hedges and things like that was what you did in the winter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I always liked doing that, and then I just carried on doing it for many, many years, on and off. Not all the time, but on and off. But there's more of a demand for it now. This is built with mortar, obviously, because you realise, don't you, Jenny? Just built with mortar because it's very upright. You get the most room as possible. And it's built with just a local stone, which didn't, well, a lot of them were here, but we had to get some in, and I think you agree, they've matched in very well, haven't they?
Yeah, no.
Yes, they are.
You have a wonderful eye for design.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
He's the player manager. Yeah.
Yeah, he don't play very often, I don't think, does he? No. Since he had that smack on his knee down Penryn. Yeah.
So Tilly looked a little bit sore.
Yeah, poor old dog. She's got she jumped off the sofa at lunchtime, went flying, but then bang. Back legs are going, I'm afraid. Yeah.
So when did you start playing football for
Oh,
St Agnes?
53?
19.
No, not St Agnes. I didn't know, not for St Agnes. No, I started playing football in 1953.
53. So you were what then?
14, 15.
14 or 15.
15.
So you
yeah.
played first team football?
No, I wasn't playing in the first team then. I was a bit young. You would never have stuck it.
Football was a bit rougher then, wasn't it?
Just like 11 battering rams going around the
killing
field,
field.
wasn't it? Well, you remember the difference
I
I
do.
spent when you started, can't you?
I certainly do.
Yeah, yeah.
So who did you play for?
A team in North Cornwall, Camelford. Played for the second team in the Miners League, which was under 18s.
Under 18, so the minors league. That still exists, doesn't it?
It still exists, yeah, I think so, yeah.
So, and then how did you make your way to the field of dreams that is here today?
Well, from then on, when I got married, we moved in this way in
And you were married what year?
61.
Married in 61.
61, moved in just outside of St Agnes then, and well, then I started supporting St Agnes because, I mean, football was out once you get married. I had to work 7 days a week.
Well, you should never have bothered with those discussions.
Perhaps I shouldn't have got married. So that is the original entrance into the tower.
So you don't just dry stone wall, do you? You do a lot of other stuff as well.
Yeah, it's built with mortar as well, if necessary. I prefer doing it like this. This is my first choice, is doing it like this, but
Obviously climbing trees as well. You've just told me you put that owl box in up that tree.
yeah, well, you've got to think about owls and other wildlife.
And who climbed to the top of that tree and put that up there then, Bill? Who was that?
Who was that, Karen?
And how are the knees at the moment?
Yeah, all right. Yes, okay. Yeah.
And do you mind me asking how old you are?
Yeah, I do.
All right then.
I was born in 1938.
Oh, okay. We can work it out.
Yeah.
No,
Don't make it too easy.
and you didn't think that was, you know, I take it you climb trees all the time, do you?
Oh, yes, I am. Yeah. Yes.
How high up would you say the owl box was, Bill?
40 odd feet, 45 feet. Something like that. Even that high up. You know, enough for an hour. I just hope we get one in now.
Yeah.
So, they got a hard life at the moment, haven't they? All the birds and that.
How long do you expect these walls to last, Bill?
Well, I suppose a lot of these old stone walls, they've been here for 150 years. But whether they'll last that long now or not, I don't know. I shan't be around to see. But I would imagine they should last for, if they're put upright, they'll last for 100 years. Well, most of these stone came from, they were recycled from St Agnes village. I always say you must never throw away a stone because somebody will want them somewhere. But these stones are very difficult to get because you aren't allowed to go around digging them up. Most of these are stone from the mines. They were taken out by the miners 100 years ago. And if you look around St Agnes, that's what most of St Agnes consists of, is the mine stone. We call them Mineborough stone. That's what they're generally known as, people that understand the stone. And the way I'm doing these, you want really to get them like the same height to go along. So you get some, you just got to break a skerrick off the back, and then that makes it, or wherever there is a bit that's got to come off. And then sometimes you take a stone and it don't fit, and they say you can only pick up a stone once, but that isn't always the case, because if it don't fit, there's no point in putting it in there. You can't always tell whether it fits or not until you try it. And if you get a stone that don't fit, perhaps you might just need a bit breaking off, and then you'll find you'll fit like a baby on a potty. Well, I don't find it hard work, but It don't get any easier, put it like that.
Is it the picking up of the stones, or is it the digging that?
Well, it's a bit of everything, I suppose. If you're working long hours, I think it's the worst. If you do the first 4 hours is a lot easier than the second 4. Well, that's what I thought.
So you're still doing 8 hours of
No,
heavy...
don't do 8 hours, not now. About 7 hours a day is about enough. Yeah.
And is that every day, Bill?
Well, now the weather's cleared up, we should be working pretty well every day, I expect. Yeah. You know, not Saturday and Sunday, not anymore. I don't do that anymore. But yeah, it's 7 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's enough for me.
He's left his mark with his walls all over the village. Wherever you go in St Agnes, you'll find a wall that Bill has had some part to play in mending or creating. Yeah.